Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced that he has dismissed all members of a CDC advisory committee on immunizations.
And the secretary says he wants to restore public trust in vaccines, but some congressional members worry that the secretary could fill the positions with vaccine skeptics. Our Washington correspondent Rachel Knapp is live in D.C. tonight. Rachel.
Good evening, Nick and Renata. So we're told that many of these panelists had terms up until 2028, and so this large dismissal is very unusual. Doctors I spoke with say any changes to this panel should be done with a scalpel. In an op-ed piece published in the Wall Street Journal, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy announced he fired all 17 members on the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, better known as ACIP.
So the ACIP is just a collection of really interesting and smart people in the industry, clinicians, vaccine researchers, policymakers who come together and look at the evidence. And they look at it all from their own individual perspectives, and they come together collectively to make recommendations.
ACIP plays a pivotal role in safeguarding public health through vaccine policy. Second, its guidance impacts immunization strategies, childhood immunization, seasonal influenza, adult vaccine schedules, and also responses to emergency infectious disease threats. Public confidence in vaccines depends on the credibility, transparency, and scientific rigor of advisory bodies like ACIP, and any changes in membership and potential restructuring, in my opinion, should be evaluated carefully.
The secretary, a vaccine skeptic, says he removed all members to restore public's trust in vaccines. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, who is also a doctor, shared on social media, of course, now the fear is that the ACIP will be filled up with people who know nothing about vaccines except suspicion. I've just spoken with Secretary Kennedy, and I'll continue to talk with him to ensure this is not the case. But not everyone shares those concerns.
I think what Secretary Kennedy is trying to do is rebuild the institution of public health in America.
Now, Nick and Renata, the secretary claims that there were some conflicts of interest among some of the panelists on making some of these recommendations, but according to the ACIP, if there is any conflicts of interest, they're supposed to disclose it and then recuse themselves from any voting on recommendations. Nick and Renata, back to you.